Hey, Cajun fans, welcome into Cajun Red Zone Radio, CajunRedZone.com. We're talking to senior running back Alonzo Harris. Alonzo, well, first of all, welcome to Sunbelt Media Day. It's pretty crazy out here right now, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of hectic right now. Hoping things settle down a little bit.
Well, we're going to try to get a little interview with you here in between all the interviews. I'm sure that you will have some interviews as well. And of course, you got your own big table out there in a little bit. But just talk a little bit about the off season. I know you've been working out, gotten a little bit bigger now, and how's summer workouts been going for you?
Summer workouts been going pretty good. We all just trying to get better. Especially the vets. We just tightening up on a few things, getting the young guys, making them grab a hold to the ropes, so we can pull them in the right direction.
I had Terrence and Coach Witt on the show with me the same day, and Coach Witt said that one of the things they've done this year is adjust the off-season workout conditioning program for the upperclassmen because you guys, he trusted you guys, number one. Number two, thought that, you knew your own body and maybe backed off a little bit on you guys this summer compared to the past.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't do too many, maxes or anything like that. I mean, he felt like we knew what we were doing. We've been in the program with him for past 3.5 years, so he felt like that, he just back off a little bit, but not, just less weight, more reps, It's been pretty good for us, it's keep our bodies a lot healthier, not too many nicks and knacks, no bruises, bumps, stuff like
that. Do you think that maybe last year specifically, I know that they mentioned Coach Husband mentioned after the Arkansas State game, or the Arkansas game, when y'all went up to Arkansas playing on that turf, 120 degrees, that maybe he worked you guys a little too hard prior to that game. Y'all wore down a little bit with all that heat and everything, and so maybe this will make you a little bit fresher now coming into the camp, not having us work as maybe. I don't want to say y'all don't work hard because y'all working hard, but you working smarter maybe.
Yeah. Definitely working hard, like I said, it's just less weight, but more reps, like I say, I maxed at 500 some pounds, it's last year. This year, let's say here, Coach will have on my weight room card, he'll probably have 315, but it'll be more reps, but we definitely try to go into camp a lot fresher and the camp a lot fresher.
How do you feel, that, or what do you feel is going to be a little bit different maybe for this year for you in the offense and how you're playing and how you physically hold up as compared as the last few years? Last year, y'all got Elijah into the rotation a little bit, but there were special packages for him. There's packages that you have for yourself. How do you feel that this year's going to be? Maybe this year's going to be a little different than the past few years for you, from the standpoint of number one being a little bit stronger, number two, maybe being more focused as a senior.
Definitely a lot more focused, It's my last go around on the collegiate level, and this is going to be a while before I, actually get to sit in the same locker room or be on the same field with a lot of those guys, and as far as the packages, I'm going to have my packages, Eli's going to have his packages, we just going to roll like that.
And of course, y'all play a lot of sling packages too, so it's not like y'all each have different packages, but y'all have certain things y'all do. Talking to Terrence, and Terrence felt that overall y'all lost. Of course, losing Andre Uval Center is a big blow because he's calling all the blocking schemes and everything. But that with the return of Daniel, Michael, Octavian, and Terry, that for the most part y'all got all the line back, so that's going to be huge. And then of course you returned. Larry Pettis, who's a blocking tight end, so you got him, and of course you add a couple other pieces in there. But he said overall the offense you feel maybe is going to be a little bit more explosive because now you got Riles over from defense, and maybe gives y'all that speed, that burst at the slot that maybe y'all didn't have with Harry Peoples because Serge was more of an outside receiver.
Really, we just got right now. We're focusing on finding that masterpiece, which is center. We got to get all our front guys on the same page. I mean, if they're not on the same page, then it's a busted play. So we're really focusing on finding the right guy to fill Andre Uval's shoes. It's going to take a lot of film study. A lot of reps on the field. Just got to find that masterpiece and bring down Riles over from defense. It's a pretty smart move. I mean, he's an athletic guy. He does have good hands. He has that burst that he's kind of similar to Harry Peoples, but
no bigger.
Yeah, he's a little bigger, but he definitely has good hands, good feet. He just an all-around athlete. Other than that, we just got to.
And of course, with your expectation of the running game, as I said, you return most of the offensive line except Andre. You got two of your bigger blocking receivers out there, Jamal and Butler's out there as well, and they're both good blockers. But so what is your expectation for the running game this year? Because you guys are going to run the ball,
My expectation is to be better than we ever been before. I'm talking about ranked top nationally. I want to see me and Alonzo both go over there. Get the guys up front on the right page, and then we'll be successful. It'll be nothing else that can stop us, and just hope for the best.
Real quick before we let you go, because I know you got some other interviews you're going to be doing here shortly, Alonzo, but talk a little bit about first of all going into Oxford playing in the SEC, because that's a little closer to home now. You're going to probably have some family come over for that game, so looking forward to playing in Ole Miss.
Yeah, I actually have I know a couple guys on the team. I am definitely looking forward to playing down at Ole Miss. I will have some family members that's coming over to the game. We're looking forward to going in and getting the win. We're not just going there to fool around. We actually going to play some ball and we're trying to get the win.
And then going up to Boise State, they've been a program that's been successful. A lot of people, I pull for them when they face the big dogs, they played Oklahoma. But now they've been a program that's been very successful. But you guys have an opportunity as an upcomer now. And people are talking about you guys like they were talking about Boise State, playing up there on the blue turf.
It's something that I always, dreamed of. Was playing in Boise. I never thought I'd live to see the day, but I got the opportunity now. And, they have a pretty good football team. They've been a great program for the past, I don't know how many years. And they, like you said, they was talking about us like they was talking about them. It's gonna be a head-banging game. Just gonna see who gonna come out with the W.
Well, those are going to be two fun games, Alonzo. Well,
it is.
And then real quick, we'll let you go. Home opening game, Southern. That's going to be crazy, of course. Southern's going to bring everybody. Everybody's going to want to come to the game. Got the band. But you guys are going to be focused on the win, because that's good. You're playing for a change. You got the first two games at home on the schedule, Southern and Louisiana Tech. So that's big for you guys.
It's real big. Going to the Southern game, we come to play ball like always. You try not to let the fans get too much into it. Even though some of us feed off the ground, but try not to let them get too much into it. It's gonna be a good environment. I'm playing it in my head as we speak. It's gonna be a good environment, knowing the new stadium, the new jumbotron, and of course the human jukebox, as they call it.
That's right.
And I know they're gonna bring several busloads of fans.
Well, Jamal told me he was going to ask Coach to pipe the band into the locker room during halftime. So we'll see what Coach got to say about that. Huh?
I mean, I don't think he'll doubt it. Coach know the type of music we like. They definitely play it. So as they playing, we'll definitely be on the sideline, bobbing our heads, on the field, bobbing our heads for the most part.
All right, Alonzo, we're going to let you go because I know you got a couple more interviews. Appreciate it as always, and we hope to catch up with you at the UL Media Day on campus.
All right.
Thanks, and as always, man. Thanks.